Hey everyone, welcome back to what show is this? I did it again. Welcome back to Saturday Morning Toy Tunes, the weekly live stream on my channel in which we gather together around our modern day campfires of our computer monitors and iPhone screens and talk about things that happen in the week in geek. Additionally, at the top of the coming hour, I will, as always, not really unbox, but live pose a figure, my figure of choice. In this case, it is Iron Man Mark III 2.0 diecast 6-scale figure. Oh god, it's empty. No posing today, just kidding, it's over here. I wanted to get all the plastic and everything off of it, so that's taken care of. Yay, how's everybody doing? It is cold here. It is cold here. I am fully layered up, man. I've got my sweater on, I've got my base layer on, I've got a thermal base layer going on my lower half over underneath my jeans. I've even got my thick ass smart wool socks on because it's gonna get down into like the negative temperatures today. That's not even accounting for wind chill. So it's gonna be a cold, cold, cold bastard. I'm not looking forward to it, and neither is Dobby, and it's gonna stay that way for like 10 days. Anyway, enough about that. How's everybody doing? Today I'm gonna be talking a little bit about, obviously we're gonna touch on Echo, because that dropped this week. Additionally, For All Mankind wrapped up with its season finale, as did Monarch Legacy of Monsters. So a lot going on in the Weekend Geek. What happened in your personal Weekend Geek? If there's something I'm leaving out, let me know in the chats. There might be something I've forgotten. Maybe a trailer dropped. Maybe you found out some really cool news about something. If I don't bring it up, or even if I do bring it up, feel free to mention it in the chats. So without further ado, I think that's pretty much all that I've got to say. Lots of people joining the Poser Posse. That's the Facebook group that exists between the live streams for people who are here to gather and hang out and chat with each other and share their posing accomplishments. The membership there has increased rapidly and dramatically in recent weeks. I'm not quite sure what sparked it because it had plateaued for a good few months, like hovering right around just like over 300 members. And now I want to say we're up to like 325, 330. Which happened just over the course of like a week or two. And I'm really puzzled because, I mean, I'm not mad about it, but I'm very curious to know what, if anything, sparked it. So yeah, if anybody knows anything going on, let me know. I'm very, very curious. If you know of anybody who is trying to join the Poser Posse but whose membership has not been accepted, please let them know that I am a real stickler about answering those membership questions and about ticking that little box that says that you've read and understand the rules for the group, because there are a few rules that you have to adhere to. Number one, and first and foremost, really would be no publishing of any custom figure stuff, what's the word I'm looking for here? Third party, that's right, bootleg stuff. Not cool, not cool. My employer is answerable to the parent companies of the people who own the licenses for these figures. So if I do something as a representative of that company, then it goes up the chain to the parent company and I get slapped. So I don't like being slapped. Some people do. I'm not one of those people. Camera was crooked. No longer. All right, so where are we at? Let's see who's here today. I want to say hi to everybody before I get rolling on things. Steve Nara was the first of the Steves out of the gate. Congratulations. Followed very closely by 4 minutes by Steve131 across the big pond. Steve, are you on the coast, Steve131? I know Steve Nara is. It'd be wonderful if you guys could like do messages in a bottle. I see that happen. God, there aren't enough messages in a bottle these days. You never hear about those. Weird, right? Anyway, Keith Lee is here as well. What's up, Keith? Okay, you're not leaving. You're not going on your trip until February. I get to dog sit for Keith and Allie Lee. I'm very, very excited about it. Oh, hey. I was running a little bit behind today, so my tea is still brewing. Or it was, until that timer just went off. Today's tea is Earl Grayer by the fine folks at Republic of Tea right across the river in tiny little Nashville, Illinois. I've never been to Nashville, but I've been by it on the interstate. So I kind of know where it is. So when I order my tea directly from Republic of Tea, it's here in like an hour or something obnoxious like that. A little bit of honey. Yeah. It's not quite dead air if you're demonstrating your tea making prowess. Honey is good for the voice. And I do take my tea with cream. Thank you, Trader Joe's. Ooh, it's really full. Hope I don't spill it. Oh, that's a lot of cream. Shit. Oh, it's like gonna be like drinking tea-flavored milk. Anyway, let's see here. Just a little bit of honey still left on the spoon. I like that. All right, moving right along. It is the mid-60s in Virginia Beach. That doesn't sound weird to me, and that sounds pleasant. This is one of those things that you really shouldn't question. Just roll with it and be grateful, because the alternative is what we get. Some guy's here as well. What's up, some guy? So excited for the Mark III 2.0. Me too. I've obviously played with this because I did do the first look video for Sideshow, and it was a lot of fun. I did not mess with the base, but I did pack a hairdryer. So I'm going to demonstrate how that works, assuming that the problem persists. But we'll see. Maybe they fixed it. Wow, some guy, Pierre P is here. Anywhere? Yeah, well, now I do. Pierre P is here from, one assumes it's nice and warm in Florida, but who the hell knows, man, with all this craziness going on. It might be colder than usual. Steve Nara's in the office. I'm sad for you. Hello, everyone. Hello, Linda. Good to see you. Luis, what's up, dude? Always glad to see you. Good morning, all you beautiful posters. You hear that, posters? They're not posters in this house. They're fine art prints. It's crucial to know the difference. There we go. It's getting closer. I did get a figure this week. Yeah. I think my next figure after this is going to be either Cad Bane or Wrecker. Haven't decided yet. We'll see. And God, there's so many coming down the pipe, aren't there? I got one here now that I can't talk about. Big shock, but it's really cool. And I've got some time to work on it. Oh yeah, that's way too much milk. What a bummer. Lots of enthusiasm. Resident Obi-Wan. Have you been a resident in the chats here before? I'm not sure that you have. If you have, I apologize. I mean, it's hard to hold all these guests in my head, you know. Desmond Hassing is here, one of the people that who I can put a face to the name, because we have met in at Comic-Con. Good to see you here, of course. Bitter Troll's here. What's up? How's Tennessee? I bet it's cold there too, isn't it? That's more of this disgusting tea. Yeah, it's not terrible. Hey, Bad Wolf. What's up, Mike? Good to see you here, as well as Louis Libitz. Bacon, eggs, and Baja Blast. Is that a Starbucks thing? I think that's a Starbucks thing. I haven't been to Starbucks in so long. Actually, that's not true. I went there, what was it, a week or two ago? Yeah, I was out of coffee when I was still drinking coffee. I haven't had coffee in 2024. It's really sad that I can't hear the chants. I'm even sadder that I couldn't hear anybody that actually sang along with me for my birthday song last week. But, well, whatever. Laura Quiles is here. What's up? As is Chris Kaz. Good to see you as well. I'm saying hi to everybody. Don't forget to thump that like button, says Mike. Thank you very much, Mike, for reminding me. I never promote myself. Terry does love his Mint of Iron. Too much. Way too much. Even more than I love my red velvet cake donuts. Which is a good thing. If I had as many red velvet cake donuts as I had Iron Man, I'd be buying new jeans. Yeah, it's true. Making sure I don't blow by anybody. BD, the notorious BDP is in the house. What's up, dude? Windman42. Is that a reference to Windows? Because if so, I've got a guy named Mike that I want to introduce you to. Looking at you, not Big Dog, huh? Looking at you, Bad Wolf. Just found out this morning that Microsoft surpassed Apple as the most valuable company. Their net worth, what is it? Their market value increased by over $1 trillion last year. $1 trillion. It's like bigger than the GDP of most countries. It's crazy. AJ Agrusa is here. What's up, dude? I am doing well. Mostly well. I didn't get my, I still haven't gotten the license plates for my car. I already owe like $50 to the state of Missouri for being tardy, and I tried to get it done yesterday, but I had misplaced. There's an affidavit that the insurance company sent me for the value of what they gave me for the car that was totaled, and it's enough that it will save me a huge chunk of change on the taxes that I have to pay on that car. So yeah, I walked out of there with having accomplished nothing. So mostly good, but still slightly forgetful. Jeez. You know, it'd be really annoying is if I got a bad Iron Man or something. Anyway. Yeah, probably. That's it. That is it. That makes sense. The Sargasso Sea of Plastic. Thank you very much. Oh, hello there. That's a new name. I don't even know how to pronounce that MZFR bit, but I'm just going to call you Victorious, or just Vic. 6 inches and counting. There you go, Keith Lee. Just watching before the show started, for whatever reason I put on Captain America Civil War, which probably is in my top 5 Marvel movies. I think my favorite Marvel movies that are not called Guardians of the Galaxy are probably all Avengers and Captain America related. Probably. Oh, you got a blizzard there as well? Where are you? You're in Michigan? Why did I think you were in California? Should have known better with that beard. Yeah, you think Wrecker? Yeah, there are other mitigating factors that have to be considered before I make that choice. Yeah, dude, it's insane. I'm so bummed. That's what I get for trying to multitask while I'm pouring my milk into my tea. Xander saw me sit down and immediately decided to snooze on me. I like that. That's a good call. Yeah. Pet gravity. It's real. Baja Blast is Taco Bell Mountain Dew. Oh, yeah, is that right? Okay. Hey, Kenneth. What's up, dude? Welcome to the show. TK421 Collectibles is here. Another one of my favorite YouTube channels. Can't stay because I know your unboxing will make me want that Iron Man even more than I already. Yeah, man. You gotta slow your roll, dude. Oh, man. I don't know what your financial situation is, but I'm keeping, because I'm thinking about it in my own world right now, I'm keeping a mental tally. There's like a ticker going off every time you buy it, and it's like adding up the cost of everything you're buying, and I'm like, whoa, dude, slow down. One thing I had to teach myself is that collecting is a marathon, not a sprint. And I get the pull when you're trying to maintain a YouTube channel and grow it and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm having to reconsider. Like this will be my last unboxing, possibly my last posing session until the end of the month or the beginning of the next month when I get my next one. I don't even know what I'm going to do for my live streams for the next couple weeks. Not a clue. Maybe repose figures. I don't know. I've got some episode 2 stuff. I've got the C3PO and the R2D2 and the battle droid from episode 2. Swap the heads between the battle droid and 3PO, obviously. And I want them on a shelf, but there's no shelf to put them on right now. So something's gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to make a sacrifice. I'm not sure what that sacrifice is gonna be yet. There is a shelf over here on my right that is holding only a Boba Fett arena suit, because it's such a handsome quality figure that it really does deserve its own shelf. It should not be crowded. It needs to be showed off. But it does. That's a lot of real estate that a single figure is taking up. So I need to reconsider that. I also have a bunch of stormtroopers down here that I suppose I could sacrifice. I don't know. Everybody's got kitties. except me, because I'm allergic. My sister's got a kitty. She shouldn't have one. Oh, yeah, UK Brick. Oh! Is that right? I'm familiar with Level 42. Obviously, yeah, totally familiar with Level 42. I did not know that their name was inspired by Hitchhiker's Guide. I'm very thrilled to know that. Yeah, okay. I just saw that the Folio Society has a high-end edition available of Hitchhiker's Guide, of all the books, individually. Folio Society's not cheap. They're really high-quality stuff. Everything is hand-sewn into the binding, and they always contract with great artists to do the interiors. I have a handful of books by them. I have their version of Dune, for instance, obviously, because I'm me. But I also have the first 2 books in the Song of Ice and Fire. I stopped there because they're expensive. They're like $200+ a piece, and that's a 6 scale figure. Yeah. Speaking of Captain America, this is a very Captain America-ish song. I'm gonna drop this. Yeah, there we go. I think that is the. Yeah, I think I was sitting tall when I started, but I'm gradually slouching more and more as the show goes on. Yes, I am all caught up with this weekend's episode of Reacher Dude, and for those of you who didn't catch it in the Facebook group, thank you, everybody who convinced me last week in the live stream to start watching the Reacher television show. It's great. I mean, it's not going to go down as one of the most important shows of this decade or anything, or any decade, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And I didn't realize that the guy who plays Jack Reacher, whose name I can't remember, but he's the guy that played Aquaman in Smallville. And I remember when he came on board just thinking, that guy's really handsome, and he's really tall, he's really buff, but he's not a great actor. He's come a long way. He's come a long way. I'm really thrilled that he's maintained his focus on his craft, and he's developed it. But yeah, really happy for him. Really happy for everybody on that show that it's so good. I'm trying to see what oh. Yeah, you know, the version that I have of it here does not have that issue. And I had no idea until comments started dropping about that video just how impassioned people were about the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man costume. I mean, it's right up there with the crazy people who are so hardcore into the Star Trek uniforms, the ones that my friend Nanjeen is having to deal with on a regular basis. Yeah, but the one I have here was fine. I actually haven't even seen any photos that would indicate that that's an issue. And I also don't know if you can do anything about it. The alignment, I mean. I'd have to break it out again, but it's all boxed up and it's heading back. 30 minutes north of Detroit. That's interesting. I've been in that area. You don't mind if I do, you? Never pass up an opportunity to cool Bilbo Baggins. That's fun. I have been in the Upper Peninsula. I spent about 2 weeks there in the dead of winter. It was an experience. Got to ride snowmobiles on a frozen lake. Yeah. Got to watch a couple of motocross races on a frozen lake where they got spikes on their tires and stuff. It was really interesting. Yeah, bro. Yeah. In fact, as I was taking all the plastic and the foam pieces off of it, that happened. One of the top layer of the shoulder plate fell off. Almost everything on these things is breakaway, so like I didn't sweat it. I was like, oh, okay, that happened. But yeah, managing those things, I remember when I did the video was, I don't want to go so far as to say a nightmare, but it was a challenge. Hey, Ro, what's up? Like your Robin avatar, it's pretty cool. Mr. Mom's Collectibles, Mr. Mom Collectibles. Sorry, another great YouTube channel, prolific. Yeah, always some good insight there. I haven't been watching a lot of people's YouTube channels this week, everybody. I've been catching up on Jack Reacher or working or doing whatever. Oh no, room tours are special. That's something, but I can see a top 10 list. Yeah, we can just do an hour-long live stream where we just chat. Wow. Right there with you, bro. Right there with you. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'll tell you why next time we talk. Oh, shit. Let's get that out of the way. Da, da, da. Actually, cut through the cardboard on that one. See, I love this. I love sustainable packaging to the point that I'm guilty of this. If I order from a company and they ship me their stuff with styrofoam peanuts, I more often than not will not order from them again. Unless I completely forget that they use styrofoam packing peanuts, then I might, but... Who got this thing? How did I forget this? Paul, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. Yeah! Yeah, this is exciting. Alright. Let's fill up some time and I'll try to answer some questions while I'm at it. Oh, yeah? Yeah, everything is... I'm still really, really happy with how pretty much everything in my collection is posed. So the notion of reposing, I don't really feel that strongly about it. Let's see if I got them all. Nope, missed one. The complexity of some of this packaging these days is impressive. Are you talking about the plastic one? I had that one. I still have the other one. The first version of the diecast with the pre-rotated torso. That was clever. I'll give them that. And in most collections, it still holds up. Especially if you choose to do the, ground pound pose. It's too short otherwise, but and this one I think is a little tall. But we'll get to that in a bit. As we've established, the chin strap is optional on these. So cool. Okay. Got my earmuffs, got my head muff. Not sure it's called a head muff. Alright, I'm plastic. Wow, man, they really went all out for protecting our boy Paul's helmet here. Oh, it's so clean. So clean. Almost as if Carson Teva was fastidious in the way he cared for his helmet. Okay. That where I like it. Put in the earmuffs. I know, they're not really earmuffs, but still. Let's see, I think that there's a specific way you have to do this. You have to get the chin strap in first. And I'm going to have mine hanging to the right. And I'm totally doing this for Paul because in every other, I think I have all the X-Wing helmets that Hasbro's produced, pretty sure. And in all of them, I have put the I have the chin strap a chin strap strapped on both sides, and you guys can't even see what I'm doing here, and that's got to be annoying. So let's introduce everybody to the new table. That's right. This is going to make everything so much easier. Or so much more complicated. I don't know. Let's go ahead and close this off. There we go. So here it is. Run this through. And find those trusty, rusty, hopefully not rusty, Velcro bits. There's a tag here, and when you're putting it in, you kind of want to make sure that it folds to the inside so that it's not bugging you later. Because it will fall down and bug you. To quote Bono, I don't mean to bug you. Let's see, there we go. And finally, the final earmuff. There we go. Voila. Done. Done and doner. And there it is. The Carson Teva X-Wing pilot helmet by Hasbro. Isn't it cool? It's got a little ding there or something, but that's good. I may weather this up a bit. I'm not typically one for weathering, but I was looking at the wedge helmet the other day and I realized it's way too clean, way too clean. So I'm gonna dirty the hell out of that thing, and I think while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and apply a few marks to this. Lane Kramer's here. What's up, dude? Looking forward to seeing how we pose up Mark III. Me too, dude. I hope your Ironmonger base connects together. Mine did not, unless I heated it up. That's all it takes, which is not a deal breaker, and ever, even before I was an employee of the company. But I actually plan on. I'm looking right now to see if I can get the Ironmonger figure down, because the figure does come with this great crushed Mark III helmet. And it would be kind of cool to add that to my display over there. That's actually the number one reason why I went for this version. I kind of wish that I had, because I'm pretty sure that the non-exclusive, isn't there a variant of this that doesn't have the base? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that there is. I don't know, I might be wrong. Because I would very much like to have a base that wasn't the environmental base, just because it takes up so much real estate in the DTOF. As it stands, I'm going to have to pirate a base of some sort from another figure that's not on display and use that for what I hope to be an Iron Man Marks 1, 2, and 3 trifecta in my DTOF. For those of you who were hoping I would put this on, I ain't gonna. Not yet. It would take too much time. I'll just go ahead and leave that up there for now so that everybody can marvel at it. Marvel. See what I did there? Let's drop this down a little bit. These long comments take up a lot of space. Yeah, check out FolioSociety.com, man. They've got a lot. When I started following them, they already had a pretty good pretty good library going on. But since then, they've really expanded greatly. It's crazy. Okay, here we go. Alan Richardson catches some crap for his deliveries, but I think it's very deliberate and it's perfect for Reacher. Oh, that's his name. That's right. Yeah, I kind of get that too, that he's kind of a deadpan sort of a guy. There's not a whole lot of emotion going on. If anything, I would suspect, and I say this without ever having read a Reacher book, I would suspect that sometimes he gets a little too emotional. But I'm sure he's having a blast on the show, and it'll be hard not to show, a little bit of that enjoyment. What? Mala. That's a good name. We've put the puppy search on hold, trying to find a friend for Dobby. Money, more than anything. Dobby's now used to a fresh food diet. And I dread having to wean him off of it. I don't think he's going to go for it. But we'll see. Because that stuff's expensive. It's like $100 a month or something like that. I also saw one saying they wish Reacher used less guns and just beat the crap out of people. Yeah. Does he do that a lot in the books? I honestly don't know. Oh yeah, he did play Hawk on Teen Titans. That's right. I saw that on IMDb. I actually never saw Teen Titans, but... Sand Trooper and Dewback. Sand Trooper and Dewback. All day. No question. No question. Let me pull... Just to be sure, let me pull up Safari here. To see what... Like if I could give you a top 3. Let's see. Oh, another one that I'm kind of sorry I missed out on this because I think it's gone. It's the R5D4 Pit Droid and BD set. I wish I'd gotten that, but gotta prioritize. Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'm really, really looking forward to. So much, as well as Mace Windu. Yeah, those should be out this year, definitely. IG-12 with accessories. I was just looking at that again yesterday. So glad that I got an order in for that because I think it's going to be a hot commodity later on down the line. But the accessories that come for other figures, that ship for other figures with that figure, great, great marketing ploy. I mean, way to get people to invest in a figure that... In reality, they probably had no idea of knowing how well that was going to play with collectors. Because IG-11 is, you know, fine the way that he is, and while IG-12 with Grogu riding shotgun was pretty cool, I think that it's hard to predict how that's going to play. I think it played really well, but having those accessories, just having the shield for Bo-Katan, for instance, having the red hot gun turret for Heavy, it's going to be great. Can't remember what else, but there was a lot. Obviously, tech. And of course, anything Ahsoka related. But I think if you force me to pick 2, it would have to be Obi-Wan and Mace Windu. Yeah. Clone Wars related. My greatest love. My greatest love in fandom. Oh, dude, yeah, it's so different. It's so different. We stayed at a hotel called, I think it was called the Red Roof Ranch or the Red Horse Ranch. Look that up. I wonder if it's even still there. To understand anyone's doing something. I did not. No. I'll tell you what I did get was I rubbed the when I was screwing the base topper, the base stand in, the flexible stand in. When I was screwing that into the base, it rubbed up against the Sandman and got a mark. So it will mark anything dark that comes into contact with it. So use caution. Geek, nerd. Yeah, dude. I just there's no excuse these days. Other than just benign neglect. That is not at all benign. Yeah, no, nothing like that is remotely benign. Even the ones that dissolve in water. Come on, that is a toxic soup of nonsense right there. That I would welcome. That I would definitely welcome. Is that right? So he wore his to the left? Okay. Mine's unique. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I never put batteries in things. You guys know that about me. Okay, that's right. Thank you, Keith. My voice is going already. Fanatics is here. What's up, TN? Good to see you. Oh, Loki Collector's here? I totally blew by him. Sorry, man. Did I? For all I knew, I posted your comment. Marlon Braswell is here. I blew by him. I'm not getting Dead Strange. I was going to, but that was me stepping out of my lane. Yeah, my self-constructed lane. And I refuse to do that again. Iron Man or Star Wars? It's not a very narrow lane, actually. Anyway, I can leave this here. It doesn't need to go anywhere. I'm loving this table. Pretty sturdy. Yeah. Thank you, Sideshow. Okay, well, what time is it? 9:38? And I'm all caught up with comments. Darth Baby is here. I love that name. Love that name so much. I'm gonna be saying it, shouting it out in my sleep. Darth Baby! Dobby's gonna be freaking out, like, what the fuck, dude? Dobby is skittish. In case you didn't know. I feel like this should have been more glossy. Am I right? My memory of Paul's helmet in the show is that it's a glossier helmet. So this might be getting hit with some... You know. Yeah. But not until I weather it. Maybe that's why they did it. Maybe that's why they didn't gloss it up, because they knew people were going to want to weather it. And it's easier to add gloss than it is to take it away. Oh. Wonder if Paul has reference photos. Is there an EFX version of this? Because they're usually pretty accurate. Huh. Okay. So now that I got the table here, let's just go ahead and let's pose. No need to make the stream any longer than it has to be. Instructions. Right. That was for you, Paul. Okay, boy, this is feeling pretty uneven. Oh, there's stuff on the floor. That's fine. Away, stuff. Away with you. It's just a tripod with a piece of particle board on it. But I think it's so effective for my purposes here. Am I right? Yeah, man, send me photos of that. Wow! Wow! That's cool. Okay. Rank has its privileges, and so does membership. Okay. First things first to the base. I haven't touched this clamshell yet, but it's there's a lot going on with it. Wow, some of these clamshells get really, really tight. Oh, I forgot about that powerful off-gassing smell that comes from this particular one. Now I kind of feel like we need to turn the light up a little bit here, so let's go ahead and just bathe me in that light. Yeah, as long as nothing's blown out, then I'm fine. All right, flexible support stand. Let's get rid of that. Well, I'm not going to get rid of the stand. I'm going to need it later. But hey, there he is. What's up, Michael? Welcome back. Batteries for me to completely ignore. The top part of the base. Look at how the paint job, the contrast between the paint on the helmet and the paint in the eyes does a fine job of making it look illuminated, especially from a distance. Just look at how it just continues to pop, even as the light fades. It's really, really well done. I don't know if I could be happier with it. Maybe if there was a bit of a sharper fade between the blue and the white, not so gradual of a fade. But I don't know. I don't even know if that would be better. I think that might not be better. In fact, I really dig it. Here are all the extra components. I'm going to try to cast this in a light that doesn't really create a lot of glare. And there are a couple things, these two guys over here, over this side, these flaps over here are gonna have to be added to the back of the armor. Obviously you have these little, whatever they're supposed to be, these two things here that he winds up using as bullet shields. And of course, swap out weaponry over here, the rocket launchers, and battle damaged chest plates, and battle damaged pauldrons. So that's fun. And I still have no idea how I'm gonna pose this. You could say that I'm winging it. Ciao, sir. Ciao. Yeah, well, so did I at one point. There's a hope for you. Alright. Time for the big question. Might need that. Okay. Will this fit, or will it not fit? No. Okay, so this is going to take some heat. Or, wait a minute. I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, I was doing it wrong. Come over here and look to see where it's colliding, and this may not have been the best lighting scenario to try to do this. I'm trying to see where it's hitting. Okay. Is that obnoxious? Should I turn the microphone off for this part? Or turn the volume down or something? First try. Ah, I see. Okay. I lost a hair. You know, you lose about 100 hairs a day. People do. It's only us long hairs that really notice it, because they linger. Okay. Just checking here. This one's much more challenging than the last one. Wow. Okay, I think this is going to take more time than I want to take with it. So let's just go ahead and pose him on the lower half of the base. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it can be done. It's just, I don't want to take up any more time than I already have. I mean, that's just a lot of dead air and a lot of... I've already done a video of me using a hairdryer in which I was just like, man, I had that thing on for way too long. Also, I'm wearing a lot of layers right now, and just having it on for that little bit of time has made it very, very, very hot for me. So let's just go ahead and do it this way. And then I'll post when I finally start doing 360 turnarounds. Then I will, there we go. I'll post a turnaround of it with the base completely on. It's got a long way to go in there. Alright, that's gonna do it. I don't even know why I'm doing that. I don't think that this base is actually gonna... You know, I legitimately set this base topper down on top of my figure in the case. That's... I'm so careless. Alright. How's that table working out, everybody? Are we happy with how that looks? As opposed to going wide? Because I was really hating that. Oh. I knew it. I knew that looked familiar. Just kidding. I didn't even notice. There we go. As we talked about earlier, just doing the whole... You know what? I'm going to have to actually cheat and look at photos of this. You don't go anywhere. Where's Iron Man Mark 3 2.0? Boom. Because I can't remember exactly how the pauldrons are supposed to go. Okay, yeah. Upper part down, lower part up. If that makes any sense. Top layer down, bottom layer up, just like this. Let me get my preview back. That is not my preview. There we go. You know, it's really funny. There's a that reminds me of you know, those things where you mishear dialogue or lyrics or something like that. In Avengers Infinity War. Oh shit. More plastic. In Avengers Infinity War, there's the bit where Spider-Man shows up and saves the day just as Tony Stark's about to get crushed. And Stark says to him, "Kid, where'd you come from?" And he says, his reply is, "A field trip to MoMA." But I swear to you, for the first several times that I watched that movie, I thought he said, when Iron Man asked him, "Where did you come from?" I thought he said, "The future." Which would have been really hilarious. Alright, so, what are we going to do with this? Wow, okay. I just dropped the damn topper. I'm always finding those things laying around the house. Oh yeah, Tony Stark portrait. Show that off. I mean, it's good, right? And I can't remember, is this one of those that I can't remember if it's got movable eyeballs. I don't think it does. Pretty sure it does not. Don't drop your figure, Terry. Let's see. Yeah, pretty sure it does not. No. No movable eyeballs on Tony. It does show that damned... It does show that damned, the previous version and the striking difference between the two. Let's go ahead and pull that up here. But yeah, just look at that. Look at the height difference there. Right? Isn't it crazy? Wild, just wild. I see that Keith Lee is calling, you know, no rotating eyes, thank you. Let's kill that. Anyway, moving right along. Oh, I need to... Crap. I'm sorry, guys. I'd have to do something really quick on my phone. Don't mind me, just being rude. Ah! So bad at cell phones. You'd think I was old or something. There we go. And send. Kick ass. That's for later. That's for later in the show. So I'm going to do something kind of basic. Let's do... Yeah, fuck basic. Let's do, let's go all in. First of all, as I said before, we have to add some parts. That is these parts. So what I want to do, it's for the left, right? It's for the right. Okay. So we're going to need the left, one of these. That's right. Left this, right this. Let's swap these out. Let's do something simple, he says, and then proceeds to make it as complicated as he can. Okay. And, yeah, why not? No. We're not going to go aggressively battle damaged here. Okay. So, my headcanon's tale that I'm trying to tell here. Oh, it's really loose. It's okay. The headcanon fairy tale that I'm trying to tell here is... the Iron Man is under siege. And he's going to have... this guy deployed on this side, defending him from incoming fire. Why he's doing that while he has a his helmet on, I have no idea. But don't question it, just roll with it. This is the right? Right. Pop that off first. Pop that on. Done. Okay. So, shields up for Tony. And... delicate. Rockets on. Okay, so we're gonna bend this thing here, bend this thing here. That amazing torso twist, right? Do we get torso twist out of this? I cannot remember. Get this up. And let's go ahead and drop these, drop his wings in. Just want to make sure I'm getting them right here. There we go. It's like putting together a puzzle. I remember having a little trouble with these the first time around, and I'm having a little bit of trouble again, but not too bad. There we go. And the second one. The trick is to bend them slightly. Like just put like that much of a bend in, and it gives you a little bit more leverage when you're pressing. Get that wing out of the way. And then they pop. Now you got a fully fleshed out Iron Man figure. Oop, almost. It's not in all the way. There we go. And you too. There we go. Just push it in until you hear the pop. There's not a lot of torso twist. I really thought there was more. And it doesn't pop. But this is cool. The rib armor is flexible. It does pop out and give you a little bit more leeway, so you're not scratching your paint. And when you light it up, it looks really cool because those blue lights come from inside, and that's just awesome. Okay. Out. Over. Crunch it. I'm just going to do this on the table instead of... So he doesn't have to necessarily be blocking bullets. I mean, there could feasibly be something else that he's having to block. Get there. Up there, tilt there. Check those feet to make sure they can rotate, and they can. Kind of don't like that. I'm going to bend him this way. Oh! It's quite possible this table's not entirely stable. Live and learn, friends. Live and learn. Okay, let's push that over. That's going to be handy to know. I'm glad that I found that out here. Missing part. Is this the longest that it's taken me to post anything on the show? Let's see here. Yeah, you know what? I really hate that. Just get this out of the way. Wow, look at how much he's leaning. It's kind of cool to know that he can do that. Sadly, that's not what I'm after, so I gotta bring him up. All right, let's see how it looks on the base. Let's get this crap out of there. I decided not to use the shoulder pods. And up. There we go. Yeah, I don't like the look of this. See, okay, I'm just going to spin it around here just so you can see, but I kind of don't like the angle of it. First of all, it's way too freaking vanilla. Second of all, it's... The impression I want to give is that he's getting hammered by something over here. But if he's getting hammered by something over here, he's going to want to be leaning into it, just kind of to push back against the force that it's creating. So I'm going to swap this around to where I was trying to go the first time. And see if I can't position his torso enough to do what I'm trying to do here. There we go. All right. Bring this back, and it's too bad that the forearms can't rotate. But bringing it back up helps a lot. I think that's better. Still don't know if it's shelf worthy. Let's rotate that. And by that I mean the base. Yeah, I think that's got it. Oh, it will look so much better with the lights on, but as we know, I don't do lights, so. How's that? I don't know. I feel like that's the kind of pose that just basically says, I think I'm ready to retire from my position as poser. Bring that back. He's leaning a little far forward for my taste. Straighten that head up just a touch. Get that leg forward. Right now, I'm just trying to get the leg to the point where it looks like he's naturally balanced over that foot. So that he's, you know, not like looking off balance. That's really, oh God, this is really just not very stable. Yeah, I think that's got it. And if you wanted to, you could do like modifications for this pose. You could straighten this arm out, put like a repulsor palm on it, or maybe get both rockets like he's firing in both directions, and he would still look beleaguered right there. Did I pronounce that right? I've actually only ever read that word. The first time I just said it out loud, I realized I've never actually heard anybody pronounce that word. Who wouldn't know how to pronounce it? Yeah, we may have to return this table. Because I'm not digging it. It's not a good posing table. Super tighten it. There we go. Okay. Totally crooked. Totally crooked tabletop, but you actually get it. I think that's working for me. I do. There we go. Let's see what everybody's saying. Oh, dude, yeah, I know I do. Yeah, that's kind of the point. In fact, let's go ahead and do that now. Let's create some room. Might have to shift that over. Okay, how to best do this without bringing down the whole house of cards I've constructed up here. There's Monger. He's big and heavy. Yeah, and again, the more you can see how this kind of demonstrates. I'm going to go ahead and take down Keith's comment here, but you can kind of see how the size difference there. I mean, even with Monger being down about an inch, but I really feel like, yeah, way too small. Out of scale. This newer generation of Iron Man armors from Hot Toys are a good deal larger in size than the original generations were. For instance, the original 6-scale plastic one was actually, I think, a little bit smaller than the original 6-scale die-cast one. And I think that, yeah, as you can see, if you've seen the photographs that I have on my banner pic on Facebook, then you can see that that original die-cast Mark III actually works pretty well in scale to this. But with that those added dimensions, and we'll just go back to that there. And share that screen again. Yeah, there we go. That is a remarkable difference in height. Very notable. And in order to make this look right, you would legitimately have to have a similar increase in height for Ironmonger. Like there's a bit where I actually had Iron Man on the back of Ironmonger in those photos that I did, and I just really feel like if I tried that with this armor, it just wouldn't hold up. Yeah, I don't think so. So I'm gonna put him down. Wow. Actually, I kind of like how this looks like this for my D-top display, because I think it will actually fit this way. Anyway, so that's it. I could do that, and that's a really cool idea, but I just don't have the time. For one thing, I can tell that I'm already starting to nurse an electromagnetic headache. Thank you, Laura. Dude, I really feel like that's something that they've probably considered. I would like to see it. That being said, the current version isn't fetching a whole lot on the open market, on the secondary market, I don't think. But we'll see. We'll see. I hope so. That would be amazing if they did. It would be amazingly expensive. I don't think it would be Hulkbuster level expensive, but I could be wrong. Let's turn that down a touch. Anyway, I am going to let you guys go. Like I said, I'm kind of feeling a little bit of a headache coming on. And I want to get rid of that before it gets started because I have a lot to do today, as always on Saturdays. And not the least of which is to fix this pose. Because I really do feel like, I don't know, I almost feel like just adding the shield thing was kind of conceit. And it's probably not necessary. I think I can do something better with this. I think I did better things with this in the first look video. So if you want to see what I consider solid Mark III poses, say go to first look. Check out the first look. Yeah, I just corrected that. Wow, that's really, really cockeyed. I'm going to return this table, I can tell already. But anyway, you guys have a good weekend, and thanks for watching. And again, sorry I didn't get that. Sorry that didn't work. But I'm sure I'll be able to get it to work. I got it to work mostly the first time, and it just needs a little bit of extra push with the heat, and I think I'll be able to get it on there. When I do, I'll get photos up. But until then, yeah, I'm going to stop wasting your time on this live stream. You guys have a great weekend, and enjoy your weekend between the weekends, and I will see you next time, and until then, be good to your plastic.